Hey guys, welcome back to the Ramel HD channel and welcome back to another episode of this Manchester United career mode. This is episode 22. I would love to thank everybody that's leaving comments in this comment section, dropping suggestions, leaving likes as well, and also watching consistently. It does go a long way for me. So I'd love to shout out some channels as well. Some guys have been showing me some support. You probably have seen them from time to time in my comment section. I'd like to shout out Nifty Gaming. I'd like to shout out JD TV. Also Cali Sunset. JD TV, he does FIFA career mode as well. He also does a few vlogs here and there. Cali Sunset, he covers a whole variety of games. Where I found his channel, it was mainly about career mode, but he covers other games, he does reviews, and he also does sliders for FIFA as well. So if you're interested in that, check him out. And Nifty Gaming, at the moment he's playing Football Manager. If you're into Football Manager, go over, check out his save that he's currently got going on with Olympique Lyonnais. Last time I checked, he was in season 2, so you're not far behind. So yeah, shout out to those guys. Thank you for the love that you guys have been showing me, and yeah, I'm going to be dropping the links in the description below. So yeah, be sure to check those channels out. So to kick off this episode, we're going to be playing Tottenham Hotspur. They do have a lot of good players that they brought in. One of the players of note is Di Maria. They brought in Calvert-Lewin in the previous January window. We didn't really notice him too much towards the end of last season, but he did show up in this episode. So this is how we started against Tottenham. We have David De Gea in goal. We have Wan-Bissaka at right back. At centre back we have Varane. Next to Varane we have Inacio. At left back we have Wellington Darno. At CDM we have Tchouaméni. Next to Tchouaméni we have Bruno Fernandes on his right. On his left we have Van der Beek as well. And up top we have the lethal trio. We have Sancho on the right wing, Greenwood down the middle, and Marcus Rashford on the left. So yeah, it's going to be a really big game. I'm going to get into some highlights from now. So I have the ball with Mason Greenwood. It's the 13th minute. I'm just playing around with the ball. I play it into Bruno Fernandes and he easily tucks it away for 1-0 to Manchester United. Hugo Lloris could have done way better with that there. I feel like he could have saved that quite easily. So Bruno Fernandes crosses the ball in the 80th minute. I have the ball with Mason Greenwood. I cut in on his left foot. I get brought down by Lo Celso and the referee stops play and gives him a yellow card. Another example of Peggy 3, unnecessary aggression being shown there. So a free kick was given to me and I'm standing over with Bruno Fernandes. I'm just contemplating ways I can hit this. So I'm going to go for an inward curler. And look at that, Hugo Lloris manages to get a left hand to it to prevent me from doubling the lead. So just before half time, Calvert-Lewin is through on goal. He tries to cut it back, it's blocked by Varane, and he tries to whack it with his left foot on the rebound of his pass. So it's the second half now, it's the 42nd minute. Son is running up the line. He plays a nice ball forward into Calvert-Lewin. He takes a shot. De Gea makes a save. And look who it is to equalise for Tottenham. It's Angel Di Maria himself, the scumbag. He makes it 1-1. Okay, so I'm trying to do an instant response now. Jadon Sancho crosses the ball in and Greenwood couldn't get a clean head to it. So yeah, this game was a really hard fought game. There's a big midfield battle going on. There's a lot of shithousery going on as well. Eventually I get another opportunity to score and Hugo Lloris denies me a second chance of scoring. Next clip, ball's played into Rashford. He takes the ball down wonderfully, cuts in on his right foot and rolls it into the bottom right corner to make it 2-1 to Manchester United. We've been dying and crying out for that second goal and we've got it. So as you can see in this next clip, there's a lot of disciplinary issues going on in the Tottenham camp as Reguilon, he takes down Sancho unnecessarily and he ends up getting the book. So in this next clip, Angel Di Maria is running out Wellington Darno on this right hand side and a little lapse of concentration has cost us because as you can see, Di Maria gets an assist for himself as he dinks it into Calvert-Lewin who equalises for Tottenham to make it 2-2. So we end up sharing the points. It's a really disappointing result. We did have the midfield battle won towards the end of the game, but that wasn't enough as the defence let us down in the dire moments of the last game. So next we have a game against Millwall in the EFL Cup. This is the 4th round. We are going to the Den and we are playing away from home. We have rotated the squad, but this side is good enough to get the win in the bag. So the highlights, they start in the 4th minute with Oliver Johnson giving the ball to Martial. I do a 1-2 with Pedence. I do receive the ball back and I take a shot and Martial makes it 1-0 in the 6th minute to Manchester United. So Leonard, he plays the ball into Wallace, he takes a shot and Matt Turner denies him on goal in the 18th minute. I do have a corner in the last minute of the first half. The ball swung in and Bernard, he heads it to the far post. And instead of burying it, Twanzebe decides to take a touch and he controls it out for a goal kick. So Mill will have the ball at the beginning of the first half in my box, and Bennett, he curls it into the opposite corner. That was the slowest shot I've ever seen, but Turner, he just couldn't deny him. So the ball ends up coming in the 60th minute into our box. Saville plays it into Bury and Mill will take the lead, shockingly. So the ball's played forward in the 77th minute. Daniel Pedence cuts in on his left foot and it just curls wide on the post. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough to get back in the game. These are the type of matches you would expect us to win on a cold Tuesday night in the Den. But unfortunately, the better team won in the end. I must say I'm really disappointed, but there are positives to not playing in the EFL Cup anymore. So the Wilfried Zaha guy returns to Old Trafford. Is he going to get vengeance against his former club? Let's see, let's find out. So in the 16th minute, the ball is played into Sancho on the right hand side. I'm just running through on goal. They're just easily allowing me to run. And I thought in this moment it was going to be a really easy match because I took the lead from the same attack. So it's 1-0 to United after Sancho scores. So in the 34th minute, I have the ball with Rashford. I give it to Darno and he smashes us into a 2-0 lead in the 35th minute. And we are really high and we're basically running away with it now. And Edward comes on in the second half and dinks my keeper in the 50th minute to make it 2-1. And I have an opportunity to separate us from Crystal Palace. I play the ball into Greenwood, but I'm denied by the goalkeeper, unfortunately. And look what happens on the other end in the 66th minute. Edward dinks our keeper again and gets Crystal Palace back into the game. And the match ends up ending 2-2, which is really annoying. Another shocking performance by my defence as well. We must take note of that. A few weird performances are creeping back in from last season. As you can see, all my defenders have really shocking ratings at the end of this game. So the annoying thing is we've drawn 2 games in this episode and lost 1. When are we going to get a win? This is really frustrating, especially against Crystal Palace. We dropped a 2-0 lead. We have been knocked out of the Carabao Cup, that's one thing to note, but we also have to take into consideration that now we're knocked out of the Carabao Cup, there's not going to be any fixture congestion in January and December. It is a stupid way of looking at things, but it is the reality. It does ease up on our team a bit. So in this next game, we have Real Betis at home in Champions League, and I'm starting with Matt Turner in goal. We have Wan-Bissaka on the right, Lindelof at the back with Inacio. We have Wellington Darno at left back. We also have Shuameni at CDM. Fernandes is captain in the side. He's in the centre midfield partnership with Van der Beek. On the right, we have Jadon Sancho. Down the middle, we have Greenwood. And on the left, we have Rashford. Okay, let me know how what you guys prefer. Do you guys prefer just quick, easy content, or did you prefer the 25-minute videos or 20-minute videos? Do you want more live reaction type of games as well? There's Rashford. Ooh, he takes on the player, runs around him very easily. Ball crossed in. Bruno Fernandes on the outside of the box, and William Carvalho makes the block. Like, to think that it's taken them 3-4 months to actually fix the core point of having a career mode, having youth players that display kit numbers, display their name. Like, it's just crazy, especially the fact that the noodle arm glitch has been around since FIFA 21. So it's just something that they've just failed to pinpoint in the creation of FIFA 22. Let alone forget them not fixing it during the course of FIFA 21 being out. They failed to pinpoint the issue with that glitch in the midst of making this game. It's just ridiculous. Wellington Darno, I've really enjoyed using this guy. It's just he's literally a mesh between Alex Telles and Luke Shaw. He does both their jobs better than them as well. He can defend. In fact, none of them can defend anyway. So in that department, he's so superior as well. more in the Champions League. As you see, and I've already allowed Oliver Johnston to break into the team. Gave him a lot of game time. Oh, clip the top of the bar. How's that not gone in? It just dips perfectly. Hits the corner. Interesting. Yeah, as I was saying, I've given Oliver Johnston a lot of game time, and he looks really good. Anytime he comes off the bench, he proves to be really effective. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about that as well, because even though I am Man United and I do want to challenge for the best trophies in the career mode, the like I said before, the main point is having regens and stuff like that, and breaking a new player into the team, creating world-class players. Shooting many. Does he have the same vision as me? Nice ball. Here's a Darno. Slips in Rashford. Marcus Rashford's through on goal, and I make it 1-0 against Real Betis. Oh, that was a lovely goal. You see that ball there, that long ball into Darno. And that was by Van der Beek. No, Shermany. How can I forget my memory? So at half time, okay, these are the other games going on. The other games consist of Chelsea versus Fenerbahce. Chelsea are leading 1-0. Bergamo Calcio, well, they're basically Atlanta. They're losing 1-0 to Lokomotiv Moscow at home. Bayern Munich are losing to Spartak Moscow at home as well. Inter Milan, the other team in my group, are beating Hajduk Split. Hajduk Split 1-0. And Borussia Dortmund, they are leading 1-0 against Marseille. Greenwood. Foul ref. Oh my god, how is he not giving that? I wanna see whether that guy's got the ball. That doesn't make any sense. Well done. Wellington Darno heads the ball back. Here's Rashford. Mason Greenwood. Into Van der Beek. Oh, tried to slip in Sancho. Hasn't worked out. It may come across that I haven't adjusted the sliders. Oh, wait, let me focus here. Let me focus here. Oh, let me focus here. Oh, it's hit the side net. And yeah, it looks like I haven't adjusted the sliders. It looks like it's a bit easy, but I think it's just, yeah, it's just circumstances. It depends on which opposition. As you saw, against Tottenham, they were quite annoying. But I will say the sliders that I put, they made it a lot harder for me to score. Like, it's a lot easier for them to deal with most of my attacks. We'll get that cleared. Well done, Wan-Bissaka. I'm trying to avoid them equalising, so I definitely need to keep pressing on, trying to get this second goal. There's a Marcus Rashford. I have Sancho on the far post. Jadon Sancho, he makes it 2-0. That's what I needed. That's exactly the goal that we needed. Jadon Sancho has really turned up this season. Okay, the real driller's on. The real driller. Oliver Johnston. He's like our little Phil Foden. Like, we've got to look after him. He's on the field now. He's got a lot of potential. For some reason, he isn't growing. He was one of the highly rated players from my academy in the first season. But he's barely grown. Like, he hasn't... Yeah, we loaned him out to Watford. He was at overall 67. His overall's still, like, I think still 70. He's not even 71 yet. He is 17. He's got a lot of time to grow. Can't rush him too much. Oh, no. No, well done, Turner. Come on. Stop this. Turner. Turner. What a save. Gets a hand to that. That's my second choice keeper. I'm happy I made that decision to sign him. So Mason Greenwood is off. Greenwood coming off for Martial. Martial hasn't been his normal self since that injury. I'm just afraid what's going to happen with Pogba then. That 7-month injury seems like, well, it's obviously a season ender, but like in terms of players' form and confidence, it has a toll on them because their overalls do go down when they're out for way too long. There's a Patrick Schick. They got Schick. They got a decent side. Okay, so the game's over now. We won the game. Fantastic result for my team. Played good football. It did take us some time to get the second goal. but I'm glad we got over the line in the end. So let's take a look at the table now. Feel free to pause it if I'm going too fast. Manchester United were on top of the table with 24 points. Tottenham are second with 23 points on the table, so that draw didn't do us any favours at all. Arsenal are third with 19 points. They're level on points with Manchester City. They're just ahead on goal difference. Man City are fourth. Chelsea are fifth with 18 points as well, and Everton are sixth with 15 points. As I said before, I'm not going to take a look at the whole table. I'll scroll past for you to pause it because the table hasn't really taken its shape as we're only 10 games in. So let's take a look at the Champions League group stage. We're in Group G and we've already qualified for the knockout stages, so expect me to be rotating quite a lot for the last 2 games. We're on top of that table as well. We have 12 points and we are fourth. Inter Milan turned everything around. They are second and they have 7 points on the table. Real Betis have 3 points and they're third place as well. They look like they're going to be dropping into Europa League. And Hajduk Split, they are last place like we expected. They were the underdogs coming in, and they're in the position that we would expect them to be. They have 1 point and they're last place. So guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, drop a comment below, show some love as well, and let me know what you think of this episode. Hope to see you in episode 23. Goodbye for now.